This cottage cheese oatcake has become our family's favorite dessert. My husband even requests it for his birthday now. With no refined sugar and all that protein, I am happy to make it anytime. To make this cottage cheese oatcake, start by blending 200 grams of rolled oats into oat flour. I like using sprouted oats for this recipe because they are easier to digest. They also have more nutrients than regular oats, but honestly, regular rolled oats work perfectly fine too. Next, add 100 milliliters of milk to the oat flour and give it a mix till it forms a thick dough with slightly wet consistency, as you can see in the video here. Next, add 4 egg yolks to the oat mixture. Keep the egg whites separate because we will use them later for the cottage cheese filling. Then, add the zest of 1 orange to the mixture. I use the small side of my grater for this. Be careful to only get the orange part and not the bitter white pith underneath. Next, squeeze half of the orange into the mixture. Just pick out any seeds if they fall into the bowl. Now, mix everything with a spatula. The batter gets pretty thick as you can see, so you have to put some muscle into it to get it well mixed. Next, add 30 grams of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground cardamom, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and give all the ingredients another good mix. I stir it for about a minute until everything is mixed well. Now, take a round springform baking pan about 9 inches or 23 centimeters in diameter and grease it with some butter or oil so the cake doesn't stick. Then, scoop the cake batter into the greased springform pan and spread it evenly with your spatula. The mixture is thick, so press it down firmly to cover the bottom. Use your spatula to push the batter up the sides of the pan until it reaches the top edge. This creates a crust that will hold all the filling. I just make sure there are no gaps or thin spots. For the filling, we need 400 grams of cottage cheese and 150 milliliters of Greek yogurt. Then, using a food processor or immersion blender like I have here, blend these together until smooth without any lumps and make the filling nice and creamy. In a separate bowl, add 1 tablespoon of stevia to the 4 egg whites we had left over, and then add 50 milliliters of honey. The honey adds a natural sweetness that balances the stevia nicely. Then blend the egg whites until the mixture becomes light and foamy, as you can see here. Now, pour the egg whites into the cottage cheese mixture and then add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and give it a good mix with a spatula. I fold everything together gently so we don't lose all the air from the egg whites. The cornstarch helps thicken the filling as it bakes. Next, pour the cottage cheese filling over the oat base in the springform pan. And try to scrape everything out of the bowl as we don't want to waste any of that creamy filling. Use your spatula to spread it evenly all the way to the edges. The filling should come almost up to the top of the oat crust. For the topping, mix together 50 grams of rolled oats with 50 grams of chopped walnut pieces and 2 tablespoons of oil and 1 tablespoon of stevia powder and 1 tablespoon of shredded coconut, and give all the ingredients a good stir. Next, sprinkle this crumbly topping evenly over the cottage cheese filling. Try to cover the entire surface so that every slice gets some of that delicious oat and nut crunch. Use the back of the spoon to smooth out the top, and press it down lightly so it sticks to the filling. Next, bake the oat cheesecake in the preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 minutes. The top may rise up during baking, but it will level down once it starts cooling. The walnut topping should get nicely golden and the kitchen will smell amazing. This oat cake is seriously good. The bottom tastes nutty and a bit cinnamony. And then you get that middle part that reminds me of cheesecake, but not as heavy. The crunchy top is my favorite. Those walnuts get all toasty in the oven. The first time I made it, I was honestly surprised it turned out so tasty without any added sugar. If you like this healthy oat and cottage cheesecake, then you are going to love this healthy apple pie with oats here. Check it out now.